Hello and welcome to the channel. We're going to do a test. We're going to do a test with the Manticore over my test garden. Now I'm not going to go, I'm going to do it near enough out the box and just see how it performs out the box. So ground balance 0, general, might mess with recovery a bit, but nothing too serious, nothing too serious. I just want to see how it'll do without tuning it in. We'll do a sound cancellation. That I'm just going to let you know, if you haven't been on the channel before, that I have a test garden with things buried at different depths. I will go through them as I go over. This ground was like a park. It just had loads of tacks in it, loads of tin foil, loads of mineralised rock, which I've actually kept some of that in. I took it all out, sift through it, made it a bit cleaner, but it's still full of iron. It's with the mineralised rock. Some of the bits are kept in like that. Some of the bits I crushed it all up into a powder and I've just mixed it in with it, a bit like a casserole, bit like an earth casserole, you know what I mean? Yeah. So it's probably, I'd say, with the test gardens that I've seen, it's probably the hardest test garden. I've even got, which I won't do until I get a small coil, I've even got an iron patch, which is just machine gun iron, with Romans buried at, there's one on surface, one at 2, one at 6, one at 8 and one at 4, but on its edge. So these are the coins. I've got like a half penny at 11-12 inches, 9 carat gold ring at 9-10 inches. I've got a really thin, wafer thin hammered, you've never seen how thin this is. It's got no detail whatsoever, so it's just the back, you know, the back of the coin at 7-8 inches. A tiny Roman about that big at 7-8 inches, and so on and so forth. So yeah, just out the box, I had the chance to, and I don't know if you can hear, but the rain is absolutely bouncing down. So we've had a lot of water moisture in the ground. I just don't want to be stood out there for too long, you know, adjusting settings and that, if they don't hit, you know, to get them to hit. Right, so the rain has really picked up. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to go through the settings while I'm in here. Now I have been able to run it at 24. Somewhere on that is some shit on my camera. I have been able to run it at 24. Let's be recovery. It's too bright sometimes. And that is my discrimination pattern that I've made up. So we might use that, or we might go into we'll use all terrain general. We'll do a noise cancel. Ground balance we'll keep it 0. It does go down to -9, but we'll keep it 0. Recovery speed is, it goes up to 8, so we'll do it at 4. No discrimination. Ferrous limits. Now there is a custom 2 there that I've had a look at, but what we'll do, we'll run all metal. We'll run all metal. That's the only way to do it, because there's so much customization. I am going to get a customized setup for the test garden with tweaks and that. But just a note to Minelab, if you're watching this, can we edit these as put names on, so that, say I've got a permission in Southampton, I can just put Southampton under there, just so I know. You can go on it quick, can't you, and have a look anyway, but it'd be nice, that it'd be nice. So we'll go on all metal, but I'll have that custom backed up there. Now audio theme normal, multi IQ, regional 2 tones, we'll keep them off. We'll keep stabilizer off. Pitch will be at 2, volume will be at 9, but I wouldn't mind. Yeah, we will. There's so many choices. So the way I've got my regional tones is set like this. Nokta 4 right down there is an iron tone, and then it's all tones, so we've got a nice, I've kept it up high here so we haven't got a low, just because it really sings out. It does really sing out on your high conductors. Yeah, so nothing too special. The aim of this, you'll see because I've been using it for a bit now, not in the field but on my test garden and on tests. You'll see that you cannot go 100% off that 2D ID because you will miss targets, as you'll see on here, which is very iron infested. In iron you'll miss targets, so if you just went off everything on the conductive line, you are going to miss targets. But the audio does pull through. People may be thinking, oh, you'll go off the ID more now over audio, but I don't think that's ever going to happen until they get a screen that shows you the shape of what is in the ground, and that is the only time or anything will overcome audio. Because you'll see, if you went off, the audio sounds good, but if you went off that screen you wouldn't dig it. I'll turn the brightness up in a minute. Volume 21, all the same. We'll do noise cancel. Let's come up at 0. Turn the brightness up. So you can see it. I will, just for shits and giggles, it still sounds alright. Should have done a noise cancel after. That's what this garden looks like. This is the worst part of the garden. Right, so we've got an 8-inch hammer coin. There it is, but look where the ID is. Being dragged down by the iron. Turn that off, all metal. Not 7-8-inch Roman, tiny Roman. I am going to put my recovery up a bit to 6, which the higher you have the recovery, the more unstable the machine will go. With ground balance at point -2. Now you see this at the top, that normally means the ground balance is wrong. That's the minerals in the ground bringing that up. We've got a 9.5-inch 10-inch silver shilling. There it is. It's coming up over here. There's the iron at the bottom. So it's a hard garden. This is a 12-inch copper. I'm gonna just put that on full recovery. There it is. See the trail at the end. halfpenny, 12 inches. There it is. Very jumpy on the ID, very jumpy. A penny, which is one of the hardest targets in the test garden, at 12-13 inches. There's a spindle whorl here. ID is really high for lead, circle lead. Let's just turn sensitivity down. Sixpence, no, a shilling at 9 inches. There it is. There's a lot of trash and everything in this field, this garden. Right, so I told you it's a very hard test garden. Now, to be honest, it's not been the best performer on that test garden, and my theory behind that is we've had a hell of a lot of rain. We've had so much rain. Now, I know we say, oh, make things more conductive, and it does, but it makes everything more conductive. So the silver coins in there, it wasn't hitting the silver as good. Now, silver doesn't have a high patina, a big patina, so it doesn't have a big halo effect. So they've been buried in there about 2 years, so there'll hardly be any halo effects, but the iron in there. Now, this test garden and where I live, it's always raining. It's always raining, and I brought the clay line up, so we get a lot of water on the top. So the patina on these coins will promote with water. You get more patina with water with oxygen and patina chemical reaction. So they will be coming on, and when it's been drier, not with the Manticore but with the coins, I can tell that the signals are getting stronger. The halo effect won't go away. It'll still be there. It'll still be there, leached into the ground. So your coin will be bigger. But as the ground dries, you're not getting as much. You're getting less conductivity through the ground. That's my theory anyway. So what we'll do another test when it's dried out. Maybe apply a bit of stabilizer. Maybe not. We'll see how it goes. The rain has made a massive difference to that test garden. These situations like that, that screen is just so erratic. I know there's coins in that ground, and the audio, yeah, you can get it, but with the visual, it is quite all over the show. Great for open fields, and I will be out with it tomorrow.